For this week's Zero Quest, it says you have to emote at the Flairship, the Driftwood, and No Sweat Insurance. So basically, we're going to go to all of these three locations right here. We're going to start with Rape Cave right here because we can easily rotate from that location. So we're going to go over there to the airship. As you can see, we have the airships back. Only one of them, actually. I don't see any other airship like in the game right now. So you'll find that one, that blue giant airship next to the Rape Cave mountain. And we're just going to go there and emote. Alright, here we are. So just gonna land on top of it and just emote as fast as possible. Let's see if somebody actually followed us. Oh, I see somebody there. Let's get close to the air vents here. Just gonna emote. We'll do this one, pressing gun, because why not? Nice. Alright, so that's one. And now we're gonna go to Tilted Towers. So this is the second location right here. Just gonna go over here. Just gonna use these vents. And then we're gonna go up. Then we're going to use the launch pad like inside of the Rape Cave, I guess, head. Just go up. Let me grab the weapon. Alright, here we are. Just going to use this. And we're going to make our way to this location right here. So this is location number 2 at the towers. Alright, here we are. So that's the No Sweat Insurance. Just gonna use the zip lines next to it to go up. Here we go. We're gonna use this zip line, and then we're gonna use the other zip line. Yep, this is No Sweat Insurance. Here we are, and there it is. That's the second emote. Now for the third location, the Driftwood location is gonna be all the way over here at this location right here, like the volcano location. So just make your way over there. And we're just gonna emote. Ooh, I freaking love this floating boat, dude. This is giving me a lot of like anime vibes, right? Let me just go here. We're just gonna do this. Let's see if it counts if I emote here. Okay, it doesn't count, so let's go up. Use the zip line. And there it is. So just make sure to emote at on top of the boat itself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just do that and that should complete the quest. Very simple. For this week's Zero Quest, is that you have to use a chrome splash to throw it on top of a structure and then phase through it within 5 seconds of you doing that. So I highly recommend coming here to this location to find yourself a free chrome splash from this NPC right here, the Blackheart NPC. You can buy a stack of 5, I think, or a stack of 3 for 250 gold. So you can just buy it from them, or you can just keep looking around the map, like open random chests until you find it. Once you find one, you just grab it, and then you simply throw it on a structure. So let's say this one, and then you can simply phase through it, as you can see. That is very, very dope, man. This is such a cool animation. Look at that. So yeah, just do that and that should complete the quest. It's very easy. For this week's Zero Quest, it says you have to eliminate an opponent after sprinting while being chromed. So basically you chrome yourself, you sprint, and then you have 5 seconds to eliminate an opponent. So this is what a chrome item is. It's called a chrome splash. It's an epic item. You can find it literally everywhere, or you can just buy it from the Blackheart NPC at the Lustrous Lagoon location. So as you can see, this is the location right here. So once you find yourself this NPC, you can just buy it, or you can just find the item. Once you find the item, just use it on yourself. And then you simply eliminate an opponent while you are chromed. As you can see, I'm chromed, and I can become a little blob. Look at that, man. And this protects you like from fall damage, which is super awesome. Look at this. And ha! It's very, very cool. And you get, I think, like 30 seconds of this. And yeah, you know, you can just exit out of it to just deal damage. Like so. So yeah, just eliminate any opponent while chromed, and that should complete the quest. It's very simple. For this week's Zero Quest, it says you have to knock down a timber pine and dislodge a runaway boulder in a single match. So the best way to do this is to start over here, and we're gonna go to the boulder first. Alright, here we go. So there's a boulder right there on my ping, and from there we're just gonna make our way to the right side towards the timber pines. Oh my god, is that a reality tree? Yo, that looks really creepy. So this is the boulder right here, as you can see. We're just gonna dislodge it. Very easy to do. Just gonna do this. Very simple. And then we're gonna make our way over here towards the timber pines. As you can see, there's a bunch of them. This is like the best location to do this. Like you can do it in under 30 seconds. Here we are. So this is the timber pine, as you can see. And we're just gonna hit it as well. And 1, and a 2, and a 3. And there you go. As simple as that. Just do that, and that should complete the quest. For this 0-week quest, it's just you have to deploy a portal bunker at a named location. So basically, you're just gonna find one of these portal bunkers right here. You can find them literally anywhere. So just grab it, and then you go to any named locations, meaning that it's a location that has a name on top of it. So just do it in Rave Cave right here. We're just gonna go inside, and we're just gonna pop it, and ha! Here we are, and we're just gonna pop it just like that. And yeah, that's the basic idea. Just do that, and that should be the quest. For this week 0 quest, it says you have to evolve EvoChrome weapons by dealing damage. So to get an EvoChrome weapon, all you have to do is just land here at the Herald Sanctum around this area. So as you can see, there's chrome all over, and you will find these chrome chests. So these are shiny like chests, and they have a high spawn rate of chrome weapons, EvoChrome weapons. So there's the EvoChrome shotgun, as you can see. And to upgrade it or to evolve it, all you have to do is just deal damage. So if I go to the Herald right here and deal damage to her, it will evolve my weapon. Of course, I need to deal a lot of damage before it does evolve. And yeah, that's the basic idea. Just keep dealing damage until the weapon evolves 5 times, and that should complete the quest. For this week 0 quest, it's just you have to buy an item from a vending machine. So basically, just go to any of these vending machines that gives you HP items, such as medkits and big pots, and you just buy one of them, and it will complete the quest. There's one on each POI, so just, find one, buy the item, and that should complete the quest. It's very easy.
For this week 1 quest, it says you have to bust through a door at Condo Canyons and No Sweat Insurance. So if you don't know, No Sweat Insurance is literally the new building in the middle of Tilted Towers. So you see this giant balloon right here? That is No Sweat Insurance. As you can see, it has a giant like No Sweat Insurance No Sweat Insurance balloon. So all you have to do is just go to that building right there. I would recommend busting through a door in the building, like in the building itself. So we're just gonna do this right here. Just gonna go inside. Here we go. Just go to any door, and we're just gonna sprint towards it. And that's the basic idea. You just need to sprint toward the door to bust through it. So this is location number 1. The second location is gonna be Cloudy Condos, which is this location right over here. It's very easy to find. You can just go. I would also go inside like the floating castle thingy, and we're just gonna go to any door and bust through it. Like the quest itself is very easy to do. All right, let's go here. And we're gonna bust through this door, and hop. And yeah, there it is. So that's how you do it. Just do that, and that should complete the quest. For this week 1 quest, it says you have to drive different types of chromed vehicles. So basically, you're gonna need to chromify a vehicle and then drive it. To get chrome splashes, which is the item you need to chromify something, you can go to the Herald Sanctum right here, or you can go to the NPC Black Heart on top of the floating balloon, and you can buy like an actual chrome splash. As for this location, you can simply go to any chrome tree. So for example, this tree right here. So I can either farm it to get a chrome splash. Come on. Ah, this one didn't give any chrome splashes. Let's try it on this one right here. There it is. Okay. So these are the chrome splashes, as you can see. So you can get a lot of them just by shooting the tree. I highly recommend shooting the tree instead of pickaxing it. So now we have ourselves a bunch of chrome splashes. We'll just grab all of these right here. We're gonna need all of them. So we have 5. Now we simply find ourselves vehicles. So this is why I landed here, like for this tornado right here, the chrome tornado. You can just simply do this. So the first vehicle we're gonna do this on is a boat, because we're already near the water. So we're just gonna go to the boat. So there are boats all over here. We're just gonna chromify one of them. Here's a boat right here. Actually, we'll do it on this one. So here it is. We're just gonna do this. And there it is. That's a chromified boat. We're just gonna drive it. So that's one chromified vehicle. And then we're just gonna go and grab 2 more vehicles. So I'm just gonna use the tornado again because it's the fastest rotation here. I don't need anything else except for the tornado. Here we go. And ha! Come on. Take me away. Let's go up. Let's do one more rotation around it to get more height. So the more you rotate around the tornado, the higher you go, in case you don't know. And now we're simply gonna go to any spot that has a bunch of cars. There's this gas station right here. I highly recommend either this gas station right here, or Rocky Reels just right after it. Okay, let's see. Do we have any cars here? Yep, I see a cab right here and a truck over there. Okay, perfect. So we're just gonna chromify this one right here. There we go. That's a chromified cab, as you can see. Then you just drive it for a little bit. And then we're gonna make our way to the truck over there. And we're just gonna chromify the truck itself. And ha! And that is a chromified truck. And we're just gonna drive it. So yeah, that's the basic idea. Just find 3 different vehicles, chromify them using the chrome splash. Like I said, you can get chrome splashes from either Herald Sanctum, from all the chromified trees, or any like chromified tree that you can find. So for example, there's chromified trees here. Or you can go to the NPC right over here and buy a chrome splash. And yeah, that's the basic idea. Just do that and that should complete the quest. For this week 1 quest, it says you have to dislodge a runaway boulder with a slide kick. So basically, if you don't know, now you can actually slide kick things, meaning opponents, objects, and you can actually deal damage. So if you want a runaway boulder location, you can just come here or here, all around this area. You'll find these runaway boulders all over. So this is one right here. And what you want to do is just run and then simply slide into it. So that did a bunch of damage. So we'll try that again. Actually, let me just weaken it a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that's 5 damage. We can do 5 damage with this, and ha! There it is. So that's the basic idea. Just make sure to weaken it first, and yeah, just slide into it, and that should dislodge it, and that should complete the quest. It's very easy. For this week 1 quest, it says you have to hit opponents while sliding, meaning that you need to slide kick them. So just run, and then you slide. Ah, that didn't work there. Let me try it again. And ha! There it is. So as you can see, I knocked them back. So this is what you need to do. You need to keep finding opponents, just run, and then slide into them. You're gonna need to sprint and then slide. This is not easy by any stretch of the imagination because nobody's gonna really stand still, as you can see there, and wait for you until you slide into them. So yeah, it's gonna be really, really hard to do. You just need to hit 10 opponents using this mechanic. It's a new mechanic, as you can see. It deals damage to them. So just hit 10 opponents using this mechanic, and that should complete the quest. For this week 1 quest, it says you have to buy an item from the Underwriter, Mancake, or Panther. So you can go to either one of these 3 NPCs and you can just simply buy an item from them. It doesn't matter which item, just buy anything. So I'm just going to show you the 3 locations. The first location is going to be right here at Tilted Towers inside of No Sweat Insurance Building. That is where you're going to find the Underwriter right here. If you want to go to the other NPCs, they're pretty easy to find. The Panther NPC is going to be at the gas station right here. And Mancake is going to be at Rocky Reels. I don't recommend Rocky Reels because a lot of people just land there and just going to shoot you. Really, like the safest spot between all these 3 spots is this one right here. The Panther location. You can just land at the gas station. Nobody really lands there. Just buy something really, really fast and that should complete the quest. For this week 1 quest, it says you have to hunt different types of wildlife. So basically you need to find 3 types of wildlife that you can hunt. So wildlife can be either chickens, boars, wolves, or frogs. So you have 4 types. Just find 3 of these and hunt them. So we'll start with the chicken right here. That's one wildlife right there. And there's a boar over here. There we go. There's a boar over there. Let's shoot it with this. Come on. Really? Here we go. So I highly recommend this spot right here, Chonker Speedway, just because of the existence of a lot of wildlife. You can even find wolves right here. So that's 2 wildlives. Let's go find a wolf. There we go. There's a wolf over there. Like I said, there's a lot of like spawns of wildlife in this location. I'm just gonna use the sniper. There we go. And yeah, that's the basic idea. Just find these 3 like wildlife. You can also find frogs like along a river. So if you walk along a river, you'll probably find a frog next to it. And yeah, this is the location where I found like most of these wildlife right here. But basically their spawn rate is very, very RNG, very random. Just walk around the map until you find them, and that should complete the quest. For this week 1 quest, it says you have to damage players with the lever action shotgun, which is the shotgun right here, or the suppressed SMG. So these are the unvaulted weapons that have been brought back into this season. Basically, you grab any of these weapons right here, you find yourself an opponent, and then you deal damage to them. I highly recommend doing this in Team Rumble mode because you need to deal, I believe, 500 damage. So Team Rumble mode is much better to do this. So just find these 2 weapons and just keep spawning like in the air and keep dealing damage to opponents. You don't even need to eliminate them. Once you get 500 damage done, you will have completed the quest. For this week 2 seasonal quest, it says you have to open chests or ammo boxes inside the Driftwood. So in case you don't know, the Driftwood is literally this flying boat right here. It's going to be located right over here over Lustrous Lagoon. Keep in mind that this boat is going to be moving around the entire map throughout the season.
So the more time progresses, this boat is going to be in different locations. So it might be here, it might be here, it might be here, depending on what time of the season you are doing this quest. But of course, if you're doing it on week 2, then the boat will be right here over the volcano, and you just come over the boat, and this boat is called the Driftwood, and you just, you know, find yourself some chests and some ammo boxes. They're mainly inside the boat. Like if you go inside, you'll find a lot of them all around. So if I go underneath right here, you'll find more. Ooh, I found a key. So we just need 3, we don't need much, so this is number 2. And then we just need an ammo box or something. Let's see, let's even go lower. There should be more at the lower part of the boat. Here we go. Yep, I hear it. And yeah, that's the basic idea here, as simple as that. Just come here, go to the driftwood boat, open 3 chests or ammo boxes, and that should be the quest. For this week 2 seasonal quests, it's that you have to eliminate 3 opponents while being chromed. So it's very easy to do. You have a bunch of ways to become chromed. So one of the first ways to do it is to literally jump inside of this chrome tornado, which is located right over here at the Herald Sanctum. So if I touch the tornado, I will instantly become chromed. As you can see, I'm now chromed. And then I'm just simply gonna exit the tornado. And we're just, you know, gonna find an opponent. You'll find a bunch of opponents here that are very easy to kill. So we'll just spawn an opponent. We'll pretend that that's the opponent we found. Everybody. So that's the basic idea. So this is like attempt number 1. And attempt number 2, or like the second way you can do this, is to basically get chrome splashes from the chrome tree. So wherever you see a chrome tree, you can just do this. And it'll spawn these chrome splashes right here, as you can see. They're very easy to spawn. You're just gonna grab one, and then you chrome yourself, and then you find an enemy, and you simply shoot them. There we go. And yeah, you just need to eliminate 3 opponents in total, and that should complete the quest. It's very easy. For this week 2 seasonal quest, it says you have to gain 75 shields at the reality tree. So in case you don't know, this is the reality tree right here. It's even like a named location. And to gain shield is very easy to do. Just bounce on these like slurp mushrooms. So each of these mushrooms is gonna give you shields when you bounce on top of them. So let's go on top of these. That's one. Just have to be a little bit careful not to fall down. So each one of them will give you 15 shields. So you're gonna need a bunch of them to gain as many shields as you need. All right, we'll do this one. Nice. You just have to be careful not to fall off. That's 45 shields. And we'll use another one over here. We just need one more. Of course, you can use actual shields. It doesn't have to be these mushrooms. But of course, you know, this is like the easiest way to do it in case you don't get lucky or you don't find any shields. As you can see, we have 75 shields to be exact. So just bounce on these mushrooms and that should complete the quest.
For this week 2 seasonal quest, it says you have to hit targets while ziplining. So basically, all you have to do is just land at this PY right here. We're just gonna grab any spray weapon. We can grab the sniper, or we'll take the SMG. That's better. Let me just climb up here, and hop. So I'm just gonna show you where you're gonna zipline and hit the targets. So basically, there's around 3 locations for this like challenge. There will be like 3 wooden targets like hung up on a little island, and all you have to do is just zipline and then hit them. So this is the zipline right here. Let me just show you like what to do. So here we go. So this is the zipline, and this is where you're gonna find the target on this little like hill. So it's gonna be target 1, 2, and 3. So this is location number 1. Let me ping it on the map. Just go right over here. As you can see, this is the zipline. Location number 2 is going to be all the way at Chonker Speedway. So just go over here, and you will find the zipline right around this area right over here. And of course, you will see a marker of where the targets are. Just take the horizontal zipline and do just like I did right here and just shoot the targets. And location number 3 is going to be all the way at this IO outpost next to like west of Rave Cave. So this is the IO outpost right here, and there's a zipline that takes you all the way from here to here, and you will find some targets around this area right here. And yeah, you know, that's the basic idea. Right now, the targets are not like live, like the quest is not live yet, so I cannot really show you the target. But it's just a simple, ordinary wooden target right on top of a hill. Just make sure you have a spray weapon. Go to any location marked on the map and just hit all 3 targets like this. Take care of them, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just do that, and that should complete the quest. Very easy.
For this week 2 seasonal quest, essentially you have to deal damage to opponents within 5 seconds of mantling. So if you don't know what mantling is, it's basically you just come next to a higher like ground, and then you just simply keep holding space and you mantle. So that's mantling right there. Simply just, you know, climbing in a way. And you know, the idea of the quest is very, very easy. You just, you know, we're just gonna go here, for example, and we're gonna spawn an enemy, and then I'm gonna mantle, and I have 5 seconds from that mantling to deal damage. Now that now like any damage I do now will not count because it's over 5 seconds. So I'm just gonna mantle again, and then I'm gonna deal damage more. So yeah, it's very, very easy to do. I highly recommend doing this in Team Rumble mode. Just keep mantling on top of objects, like spawn from the sky, find yourself a like a height, and then just mantle on top of it. Oh, come on. This is awkward. Let's mantle here. There we go. And then just deal damage to random opponents. I believe you need to deal 350 damage, which is a lot in a way. So yeah, just do that, and that should complete the quest. It's very easy. For this week 2 seasonal quest, it's just you have to emote 5 seconds like on top of the Flairship. So we're just gonna land here, and let's go up actually. We'll just emote on top. Here we go. This looks like a nice spot to emote. And we're just gonna emote here. Just choose an emote that lasts a few seconds. So we'll use the boosting key one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. And yeah, that's the basic idea. You can just do any emote, doesn't have to be this one, of course. You can do a traversal emote and just, you know, traverse around for 5 seconds. And yeah, that's it. Just do this, and that should complete the quest. For this week 2 seasonal quest, essentially you have to deal damage to opponents with a legendary weapon. Now this was, like the quest was to deal damage with the Explosive Goo Gun, but I guess they decided not to release it like today. So they replaced it with a legendary weapon. To get a legendary weapon, it's very, very easy. So for example, I just found like this prime shotgun and this SMG right here, fire SMG. And you can literally just, you know, go to any gas station and grab a weapon, and then you need at least, I think, 1,000 to 100 gold, something like that, to fully upgrade a weapon from gray rarity all the way to like from common all the way to legendary. So you can go to any gas station, you'll find like the upgrade benches inside of them, and you can just simply upgrade the weapon. Once you have the weapon, you simply just need to find yourself an opponent and deal damage to them. Like the quest itself is very, very easy. Let's see, how much damage do we need? 150. So that's very, very easy. Just eliminate one opponent. And yeah, right now I'm trying to find an opponent just to show you the damage calculation thingy. But I guess everybody is not here. I already like killed a couple of people here. So there we go. Okay, I see somebody. So let's go say hello. I don't really have much shields, but it seems like a bot from the way it's running. So let's go and use this right here. And and then we're just gonna use the legendary weapon that we have to deal damage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just do that, and that should complete the quest. For this week 3 seasonal quest, essentially you have to land at the Driftwood. So if you don't know, the Driftwood is literally this rotating giant airship, I guess pirate floating ship, which is basically the new, I guess, floating island for this season, because this ship is going to be moving around throughout the season, and it's going to be moving around like the entire map. And of course, on top of the ship, you'll find Blackheart, the NPC, if you're ever looking for it. So this is the location right now of the ship. So if you go right over here, right next to Rocky Reefs, you'll find the ship. Of course, if you're doing this quest sometime in the middle of the season, the ship might be at the towers, it might be at Rave Cave. So just look on the map and you'll find these 2 like gray balloons, and that's where you'll find the ship. Of course, I'll be making a bunch of videos on the new location for the ship whenever the ship moves, so you'll always be updated on my channel. So just look on my channel for the location of the ship and you'll find it. But yeah, the basic idea is for you to find this ship, land on top of it, and that should complete the quest. It's very simple. For this week 3 seasonal quest, it says you have to deal damage to opponents with a Marksman Rifle from 75 meters or farther. So basically you need this specific gun right here, the Cobra DMR, because as you can see it says Marksman Rifle right here in the bottom right corner, and the normal like bolt action sniper rifle is actually a sniper rifle. So this you do not need. This is we don't want that. We want this. So this is it right here, the Cobra DMR. Let me just take a screenshot of this. I might use it as a thumbnail. So once you have this, you just need 75 meters away from your opponent. Like, let's say around here maybe? Nope. Let's go farther a little bit. Okay, let's say that. So basically you need a distance of 75 or farther. I highly recommend doing this in Team Rumble mode because it's much easier like that. Just find yourself
a nice Cobra DMR, you can just upgrade it in a gas station, and then you simply just hide in a tree or inside a house, and you can just keep picking people like spawning from the sky, and this thing absolutely shreds. It does so much damage, especially when you land like a headshot. It's super strong, and it doesn't have like a lot of recoil. And yeah, that's the basic idea. You just need to deal damage. You don't need to kill opponents, just keep dealing damage. Just make sure you have 75 meters between you and the opponent, and that should complete the quest. It's very easy. For this week 2 seasonal quest, it says you have to open a Holo-Chest with a key at a gas station. So basically first you need to find yourself a key. So these are the keys right here. I'm sure you already know what these are. You can find them literally everywhere. You can find them in floor loot, in like inside chests, by killing opponents. If they have a key, they'll drop a key. So you can just collect these. You just need 1 or 2 keys to open a Holo-Chest, and then basically go to any gas station. If you don't know what a gas station is, basically like since I have a key right now, it is actually marked on my mini map. So as you can see, this is a gas station, and it has a like a lock icon on it. And if I come here, as you can see, these are the Holo-Chests. Basically, it's a chest that has a hologram on top of it. Some of these are openable with 1 key, and the others are, and there's always one that is openable with 2 keys. So basically, I can just grab any of these weapons that I want. We'll grab this right here, SMG for example. And there it is. It's as simple as that. So make sure you have a key. Once you have a key, you'll see a lock icon. Follow the icon, go to a gas station, open one of these Holo-Chests, and that should complete the quest. It's as simple as that. For this week's 3 seasonal quest, it says you have to destroy 100 chrome structures. So basically you just want to go to any chrome POI where there's a bunch of chrome structures. So you can go either to Lazarus Lagoon for now, you can go to Herald Sanctum, like around the sanctuary you'll find a lot of structures there. You can go to Shimmering Shrine, you can go right here. So whenever there's a chrome, of course the chrome is going to be spreading around the entire season. So if you're doing this quest like later in the season, you'll find a lot more chrome than now, because it's just the beginning of the season. So for example, we'll just go right here to Lazarus Lagoon. And basically you just want to go to any structure that you can destroy and that is chromed up, and basically destroy it. Like, it's as simple as that. Just make sure not to phase through it, because you can actually phase through the structure. And yeah, of course destroying 100 of these is quite a hassle. So I highly recommend just grabbing a gun and just shooting these structures, maybe in Team Rumble mode. Or of course you can grab a truck and equip like the cow catcher on top of it, and you can just simply go through the chromified structures and destroy as many as you can. And yeah, that's the basic idea. Just keep destroying these, destroy 100, and that should complete the quest. For this week's 3 seasonal quest, it says you have to deal 500 damage to Supply Llamas. So basically you just need to find one of these llamas right here. They spawn randomly each game. There's like 3 or 2 of them per game, and you can just simply deal damage to them. Of course, there's a time limit, because you need to deal damage almost instantly. Because if you miss your window of time, it will actually destroy itself. So you're gonna need to keep dealing damage to it. I'm pretty sure llamas have around 500 HP, so I think 1 llama is enough. But yeah, once you find yourself a llama, just destroy it by dealing damage to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The only problem right now is to find the llama, because like I said, llamas spawn randomly at any location in the map. Like honestly, I never see a llama like inside of a main POI, so you'll never find the llama like inside Tilted Towers or Chrome Crossroads. So make sure you are between the POIs. So always look like at these empty plains. So for example, right now I found my llama right here, like between Cloudy Condos and Chonker Speedway. So yeah, just keep, looking around the POIs, between the main like POIs, and you'll find yourself a llama. Once you do, just keep dealing damage to it until you hit 500, and that should complete the quest. For this week's 3 seasonal quests, it says you have to visit the Herald Sanctum and Reality Tree at the same match. So basically, these are these 2 locations right here. This is the first location, the Herald Sanctum, and this is the second location, the Reality Tree. I highly recommend starting here, because there's nothing you can use from here to rotate. But here you can just keep using this tornado right here. So we're just gonna land real fast, and then we're gonna use the Chrome Tornado to rotate out of the POI. So this counts as landing at Herald Sanctum, and then we're just gonna take the tornado. Make sure you like finish the entire rotation, like reach the tippity top of the tornado to get as much height as you can. So make sure you just keep going up. There we go. Keep going higher. And then we just make our way to Reality Tree over there. So this is like the best way to rotate in my opinion. Just make sure you grab a car or something, or maybe wildlife, anything that you can just use to go through Tilted Towers. And going through Tilted Towers is not really the easiest thing to do, because if anybody sees you, you're kind of screwed. So make sure nobody sees you and try your best like to be as stealthy as possible. So I'm just gonna make my way over here.
Now I have no choice but to walk since I didn't see any car. Of course I'm chrome, so I can just keep using the chrome to dash around and make it as fast as possible. There should be a couple of cars inside the towers that I can use, but basically I'm just gonna make my way all the way over here. So as you can see, I'm gonna use this road and I'm gonna make a way to reality 3. So I'm just gonna edit my way out of it. So I'm just gonna like edit this part and just show you reality 3. Alright, here we are. So I just found myself a wolf and I used it to get all the way over here. So this is the reality tree, or the old reality tree. Now it's all dried up because of the Herald. And yeah, that's the basic idea. You just need to visit the POI. You just don't need to do anything else. So again, these are the two locations. It's reality tree and of course the Herald Sanctum. Just make sure you do this in the same match and that should complete the quest. For this week 3 seasonal quest, essentially you have to gain 200 shields from JellyFish, Shieldfish or SlurpFish. So basically these are the fish that give you shields. So just go to any spot that has a fishing rod on it. So for example, this spot right here, just grab the fishing rod and you can just fish inside of these like fishing holes and you'll get the fish. So if you go to the fish collection, as you can see, you'll find all kinds of fish like locations if you have already like fished. But if you haven't like completed the entire collection, don't worry, I already have it, like most of it. I'm just missing this one right here. But basically what you're looking for is these fishes right here, the fish that give you shield. So this one is called the blue SlurpFish and it can be literally found anywhere. This is why it doesn't really matter where you fish. As long as you fish at a fishing hole at any POI, you'll be able to catch one of these like SlurpFish. The jellyfish as well has the same like conditions. You can just find it anywhere. If you want to go for a more difficult one, if you want to complete the collection, you can just use a pro fishing rod and stuff like that. But we don't really care about that for this quest. You just need to find these fish right here, like any type of SlurpFish, any type of jellyfish, and any type of shieldfish, and you can simply get some shields. You're gonna need 200 shields, so you need to gain 100 and then you have to lose 100 again. So you can either start the game again or maybe fight somebody and let them shoot 100 shields out of you and then just use the same fish again. And yeah, that's basically it. Just shield up for 200 using these types of fishes and that should complete the quest.